What up, family?
Hi.
So good to see everybody. I'm so excited to be here. We haven't done a virtual tasting in, I can't even remember how long.
We can't remember, I don't know, at least a year and a half, 2 years?
Yeah.
More?
Maybe even, maybe
so
2 years.
long, I don't remember what we did.
So if you don't know us, I'm Chris Brundrett, and this is my amazing wife, Katharine. We co-founded William Chris back in 2008 with 40 Grand American Express. I know we have a lot of amazing fans out there. I'm so grateful for you guys to be here. I want everybody to get comfortable, put some wine in their glass. We've got our 4-pack here. We're going to kick off the day with the 2024 La Pradera Roussanne from the 24 vintage.
Hopefully you guys bought the pack ahead of time and you are sipping with the same wines that we're enjoying. If not, open up something you have on hand. Comment below where you're joining us from, what you're sipping on. We'd love to know all about it and just guess a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. We have a team out here in the audience too, so that are going to be looking on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. So if you guys have comments or questions, you can always pop them in. But I cannot tell you how fast I am to be here. You guys can't see this, but I'm looking at one of the most beautiful sunsets. We're in the Oak Room here at William Chris.
This room didn't exist the last time we did a virtual tasting.
I'm with my smoking hot, amazing wife. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody from Canada is joining.
Ooh, where we got?
David, welcome. We got Alta in Frisco.
Alta, my girl. OG.
Ryan is drinking the Roussanne with us. Thank you. Steve is in Plano. Oh my goodness.
We got lots of fun folks.
Yes.
Also, guys, we want to see your pictures too. So make sure you take some cool photos from tonight and post them. We definitely want to see your virtual tasting pack setup and how it looks. I hope you guys set up a cool cheese plate or look for
all of the pairings that you could find at your local store. So maybe you've got a spread in front of you as we do. We also are going to have the chef's pairing that was in that email. We're going to be chomping on that a little bit later. Mm-hmm. Hopefully y'all will too.
Well, I'm stoked. For those of you who don't know, during COVID, Katharine and I jumped on and we had no idea what we were doing when we started this whole slew. We did hundreds of virtual tastings over a couple year period. And we had so much fun, and we have not done them in forever. And back, we had a lot of different comments and emails and requests from folks to bring these back, and we used to have so much fun doing them. I have to say, we may be a little rusty, and we're getting excited again, so it's like, it's going to bring it back.
If you joined us back then, you're probably wondering where our intro act is. Our kids used to be, 5 years younger, and they would open up the virtual tasting by picking the song and dancing. Half the time, social media would shut us down because the song was copyrighted. It was a whole
It was a hot mess. It was tough, but we made it.
Good memories.
But our kids are Tess Caroline. She's doing amazing. She's 11 years old. She actually just had a tooth pulled yesterday, or extracted, I guess is how they said. Ooh, we don't have to go into that, but it was not a precise. If she wanted to be here tonight, and June is at volleyball practice.
Well, she was at volleyball practice, and then she went to basketball practice from there.
Yes, she is a freshman on varsity. Pradera. Yeah, we've been super stoked to watch June in volleyball, and watching how she's doing in basketball has been pretty awesome. So before we get into all this fun stuff, I want everybody, if you have the pack, make sure you grab again the 2024 La Pradera Roussanne. Oh my gosh, this wine is so gorgeous. Before we dig into that, I did want to go over a few things. First of all, and maybe the most important, I want everybody to listen to this. For all of you guys, our faithful viewers, we are going to be giving away and we're going to give one away in the middle, and we're going to give one away at the end. We are going to give away a private barrel tasting with Katharine and I for 6 people. So you're going to, if you
we
get
are not included in your 6. You have 6 people in there.
Yeah, so it'd be like 8. That's good idea, math. Yeah.
Gotta be clear.
So yes, so the person that gets, we're gonna in about halfway through the tasting, we're gonna do one trivia question, and the first person to respond in the comments that gets it right will win that tasting. And then we're gonna do another fun thing at the very end for another 6-pack fun barrel tasting with Katharine and I. So we'll have to schedule that. You get to hang out with this amazingly gorgeous lady, and
this handsome man.
That's right. And then come hang out with us. We're going to do a bunch of different barrels. We'll probably open up a few old bottles of wine, maybe get into some vineyard walks. You never know. But plan for a couple hours, bring some family, bring some friends, or it could just be a couple. It doesn't matter to us. So
Stacey, you 8 of y'all from Friendswood. If you win, you're gonna have to narrow down your group.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get cooked. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank y'all for
We maybe can do it. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. So.
Okay, this is Roussanne. So yummy.
Yes. Okay. So
yummy.
everybody, this is from La Pradera Vineyards. If you don't know where La Pradera Vineyards is, this vineyard is in Terry County, right south of Lubbock. So if you weren't born with a Texas map on your hand, I feel sorry for you. And this is not me getting my guns up. This is a Texas map right here, which I should mention. I learned this from a guy in 18. I asked him where his vineyard was, and he said, right here. And I was like, oh my gosh, you could do the same thing with Texas. So I love this vineyard map. But right here at your index finger knuckle is La Pradera Vineyards. It's about 35 minutes south of La Pradera, south of Lubbock. It's in some of the highest elevation wine growing in the world, which I think is super remarkable. We have warm days, cold nights. It is one of the most amazing places to grow wine. And Roussanne is a white variety grown in the Rhone Valley of France. It's and it's generally paired with Marsanne and Viognier, 3 varieties that kind of hang together in the Rhone Valley of France. But we do the exact same thing in Texas. We actually used a little bit of Marsanne in this vineyard or in this blend as well. this actually got to spend some time in oak. We had a portion of this in concrete eggs. And concrete eggs are such a wonderful way to ferment wine and age wine, and then threaded all of those wines back together. Something that I find about Roussanne, and I'm actually working on a project right now to release the 25 vintage a year later. There's not a whole lot of ageable white wines in the world, and there's not a lot of ageable white wines in the state of Texas. However, Roussanne, in my opinion, right here, this wine that you're tasting now, absolutely has 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You can go through and find gems at wineries across the state of Texas. Not all of them, but there's some Roussannes that are incredibly, a good amount of them are very, very ageable. And so a goal of mine next year is with the 25 vintage is actually to hold it for about 6 or 8 months and release it the spring of the following year. Of course, we didn't do that this vintage. We released it the 24 in the spring of 25. And as you can tell, like this wine, it's kind of leaping out of the glass. Before we got on, we didn't want to be. I haven't eaten all day. I don't know why that is. Yeah. Well, I had a chip. That's what I had. A chip about 3 hours ago. But Chef prepared us a wonderful charcuterie board. And we were hogging down it. It was actually twice as full as this, if you guys can see this. But this with cheese, absolutely phenomenal. I hope you guys have your own cheese plate at home.
So for the Roussanne, you were saying that the next vintage you don't want to release as soon as you release this one. So are you saying that if
This
people
wine is
loving
drinking.
Roussanne, stock up because next year we're not releasing one?
Yes.
Or wait.
Yeah, that's a great call. Yes, we're waiting. And this wine always sells out so fast. But I guess what I'm saying is that this wine, you can lay it down. This is ageable, 4, 5, 6 years, no problem. It's delicious right now, but the flavors are just a little bit that I just find and minerality. A lot of that minerality comes from the vineyard. Also, you get a little of that flinkiness from the concrete egg, which I think is really remarkable. I just think this is such an underrated wine in Texas, an underrated grape in the world. And this wine has so much longevity, and there's such a good space for this in Texas.
I would say people who don't know Roussanne that think they typically go for a Chardonnay.
Mhm.
Love this one.
Yeah,
It's got
100%. That's a
great
great call
body
out.
to it.
Yeah, for sure. And if you want to talk about the 2025 vintage, in which it's still yeah.
It has been a really long vintage. We'll talk a little bit more about sparkling later, but we've started making sparkling wine, which is harvested even earlier than the normal early to mid-July. But first pick was what, the last week of June?
Yeah.
So we started in last week of June and we are still going.
We will be picking
I
grapes.
think we very generously. I'm not out there with these guys.
It's a team
doing
effort,
this
my
work,
love. It's
but
a team
I'm
effort.
supporting from
Yeah.
from front.
Our girls are fueled up at home, which is awesome. I've been gone like crazy and picking grapes and helping the crew and scouting vineyards and all that other good stuff. All in all, the 2025 vintage is going to be remarkable. I'm really, really grateful for the weather we had. We had a lot of spring rain and a lot of summer rain. Unfortunately, as everybody knows, we had maybe a little bit too much summer rain, particularly on July 4th of this year. Unfortunately, is probably going to be the biggest marker of this vintage. Everybody's going to remember the flooding that happened. And kudos and shout out to all the folks out there that bought wine for our flood relief project, which was really incredible. Thank you if you did that.
Yes.
We had a challenging time during that summer rain. It really put a lot of pressure on the vineyards, and we were like, okay, we need it to stop raining now. Well, fortunately, at the very end or right after July 4th, it stopped raining. Like the moisture cut off, and we were able to ripen. We were able to continually ripen. Absolutely a gorgeous vineyard all across the hill country. Of course, we moved up to the high plains in West Texas and Del City, and I think we had 24 with such an amazing vintage, and it's very rare that you have back-to-back fantastic lights out vintages, but I'm so grateful that I think 25 is shaping up to be just top notch, and there's going to be way many bright spots in 2025. Again, guys, if you have questions, please shoot them into the comments.
So it sounds like we had some audio issues, but sounds like it's better now. I say sounds. You guys say it sounds better, so hopefully we got that fixed.
Yeah, do we have audio issues? Are we good?
Everyone's saying it's better now.
Cool. All right.
Also, are we ready to move on to the next one?
Yes. Did we have audio issues the whole time, or was it a little static?
All good.
Gotcha.
Before we move on, Michelle
Thank you
asked,
for whoever
Michelle asked if it was a no dump Wednesday.
No,
you know it is.
Michelle, that's awesome. We haven't had a...
Obviously, Michelle has been watching since the beginning because we always. What day do we used to do it on? Saturday?
Yeah, well, I think we used to say no dump whatever day.
I think we
changed days several times.
When you switch to the next wine, you could pour what you have left into a dump bucket, but we always said no dump.
No dump bucket. Yeah, it's a no dump Wednesday.
No dump Wednesday. So.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what. If you guys are okay, so I think. Hold on. Toast to you.
Eye contact with the toast. If you don't know.
Wine is. I hope for those of you guys watching out there, and some of you have heard me say this before, and I got to borrow it. I heard it from Jason Haas, who gave of Tawas Creek. He also commended this comment or this phrase to somebody else, and forgive me because I cannot remember, but wine is the elixir of togetherness. I think that it is so cool that you guys are drinking wine with us tonight, and we're all having a glass of wine together. Hopefully you guys are with some other friends or family or your husband or your wife or all of the above, and get to share a glass of this amazing elixir of life. And so cheers to you guys for joining us tonight and supporting not only 136 families here at William Chris Wine Company, but also all these amazing growers, and getting to enjoy some lights out dynamite wine with us tonight. So I'm really grateful to just be sitting here. It's good to be back in the saddle, babe.
It's fun. It's fun.
So, cheers. No dump.
Okay.
All right.
Next on our list.
Moving on.
To the Sangiovese. I think I have to.
While she's pouring the Sangio, I do want to highlight, we had September is almost over. What is tonight the last day? Or no?
Today's October 1st.
Shit. God, no. Yeah, no wonder we're doing October 1st. It's Texas Wine Month, y'all.
Can you tell I managed his calendar for him?
Yeah. It's Texas Wine Month.
It's right. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
It's Texas Wine Month kickoff.
Heck yeah.
We also have a dinner this weekend at Hotel Emma in San Antonio. Hopefully you guys are coming with us. I think there's like 8 tickets left. Anyway, Chris and I are really looking forward to it. It's a kickoff for Texas Wine Month.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to singing in a hotel with you.
Okay. This is a family show, babe. Actually, I don't know if it's really a family show. Our kids are here for once.
Because of the mini fridge.
I don't get it.
We get to have a cocktail in the mini fridge. That's why I like staying in hotels with you.
And
some other reasons.
Because I like a cocktail?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a family show. It's a family show. And other things. And the pool.
Anyway, it's going to be a great meal. If you are in the area or want to get into the area on Friday night, come join us for that dinner. My dad's going to be there. I'm excited.
Yep. Awesome.
You know what's crazy? My dad said he's never been to one of our dinners before.
Wow. What a nerd. What a
I
nerd.
know.
That's okay. You guys, if you guys don't know, we do dinners all over really all over the country. Please definitely check out our website. We have so many different opportunities to not only come on property, where you get to enjoy a lot of different chef-driven meals, lots of different events, and when we do things in Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, all over different cities across the country. So, all right, we are moving on to the Alta Loma Sangiovese.
Lisa's joining us from Florida.
Florida, what's going on?
Oh my gosh, Mark just said that you should make a wine called Wanna Get High, like HYE high.
Like Towley, remember on South Park? Wanna get high?
I didn't know. I think you're aging us now.
Yes, that's probably true.
Or, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for that reference. Anyway, this Sangiovese.
2019 Sangiovese. This is from our dear friends, grown by the Brands and the Floyds. Oddly enough, both gentlemen that farm this vineyard are both named Ronnie. They're brother-in-laws, Ronnie B or Ronnie Baran and Ronnie Floyd. Amazing folks. I'm actually headed to that vineyard to go look at that site tomorrow because it's been a stubborn ripening block, but I think it's finally ready.
Floyd's here.
Oh, Ronnie Floyd's here and Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe, they're
What's
watching.
up, guys? It's so good to see you.
Awesome.
So yeah, you guys don't know this, but I'll be there tomorrow. Now you know.
I didn't even know where you were going. So
Yeah.
learn something new.
I'm going to go check them out. They're really, really cool spot. It's one of the highest spots in Terry County, again, in Brownfield, Texas. Really interesting site. Got a lot of aspect, which for those of you guys that know, aspect is just like elevation change, which we all know that Terry County or Brownfield, Texas doesn't have a lot of aspect, meaning like there's not massive elevation shifts, but actually right at Alta Loma, there's a really cool drop off down into the Lost Draw, which is actually a really cool geological formation that formed thousands of years ago. So
We have a video. Do you want to just show it?
yeah. Do we have a video, guys, that we can play? We're getting high tech. We're going to try this out. So yeah, we've been getting high tech. Are we on? And can people still hear us? Is the video playing? Awesome. Okay, so what you're seeing right now, I hope, is a picture. We're still, but Facebook can hear our audio? Let's hope so.
Cool.
Awesome. Cool. So what you're seeing is the Texas High Plains. You guys are seeing that's actually La Pradera, but that's right down the street. And then you're seeing some other shots of the area, and you're going to get a couple of cool glimpses of La Pradera Vineyards as well. So a really cool, special place in my heart. You know, I don't want to say it's not much of a town because it's not what I mean. It's just a little farm town in West Texas. And I grew up in, Katharine and I both grew up in San Angelo. We're high school sweethearts. And, you know, those little farm towns are really remarkable to us. And I think that I love Brownfield. I love Lubbock. I love the whole area. There's some really cool, beautiful people there, some amazing farmers and amazing folks. And I love being in that area to see not only the agriculture, but also just the history and the culture there. A lot of folks don't know that the High Plains is one of the highest elevation wine growing regions in the world.
I think that blows everyone away.
Yeah.
That's not advertised.
And I think it may have been, I can't remember, it may have been Ronnie that told me this, but there's this kind of ongoing joke that's like, you could watch your dog run away for a week in the High Plains because it's so incredibly flat. So a lot of people don't think about it being like a ton of different aspect. But actually at Alta Loma, you get this beautiful view, and Ronnie Floyd gets to sit in his hot tub, check everything out. The big joke is there's no way you can make it into Alta Loma Vineyards without without Ronnie coming in to see you, because he's got eyes everywhere in the vineyard for sure. So I think it's also amazing that, guys, you're drinking this wine. Katharine and I, because we're coming out of or coming into another era of virtual tastings, we put this from our library. We took it out of our library and kind of donated it back to the company for everybody to try. Like, oh my gosh, this wine is drinking absolutely lovely. And I would also note that, like, you know, the little tint on Sangiovese There's always on older Sangiovese, it'll tend to just get this like kind of cool brickish color. Some of the best Sangioveses in the world absolutely adopt this kind of color over the years. But on the palate, it's absolutely amazing. The aromatics on this wine are stunning, and this wine is holding together. I would say this wine has another 6-7 years of ageability at least. The acidity and freshness is spot on, and this wine has been in bottle and hanging out. This wine is 6 years old. So like, how cool is that? That like, does anybody else on camera or watching right now remember what they were doing in 2019? We didn't know about COVID in 2019.
It wasn't a thing.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so salami.
Ooh, yeah, 100%. Great call. Great call on that. What do you think about this wine, babe?
Now that my mouth's full.
Well, you told me to take a bite at the exact same time.
I didn't know you were about to ask me a question.
And also chestnuts, dark chocolate, great pairings for Sangiovese. Obviously pasta. That's like such an awesome pairing for this wine. What else do you think, babe?
Well, I don't know if you're asking about pairings or about the taste, but that cherry nose just hits me so strong. So good.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the best parts of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
You know, little vanilla, little cherry.
I kind of don't want to agree with you, but you're right. I don't want to agree with you.
Oh my God, did we hear? We got it on camera.
It's because I don't want to be promoting sodas. You know what I mean?
What? Yes. Well, our kids get the occasional Dr. Pepper. It's not going to be. I know I'm the guy on the other side of that, preaching no sodas. But wow.
Before I quit sodas, Dr. Pepper was my soda. So.
Yes, ma'am.
There
yes,
you
ma'am.
go.
Hey, well, I know we're not going to do it immediately, but in another couple of minutes, we're going to do a giveaway.
Francisco said 2019 was the first time he visited William Chris.
Oh, Francisco.
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember that. That was really amazing. Cool. Shout out to Francisco out there.
If you don't know him yet, you will.
So
come to visit us, you'll get to know him.
In a few more minutes, we're going to give a giveaway. We're going to do a barrel giveaway with Katharine and I. You guys can schedule it anytime in the next 18 months. And you're going to get to go to make your trip to High, make a reservation, and schedule it with Katharine and I. And you're going to get to come to High, do a tasting. We're going to get to go deep in the barrels, taste a bunch of barrels with Katharine and I. You can do it for up to 6 people, and we're going to give that away here in a couple minutes, which I'm super pumped about. So again, stay tuned. Give us a couple more minutes on that. What do you guys think of this, by the way? I want to see in the comments.
Somebody's pairing it with, I think off of our recommendation, with espresso covered coffee bean. No, not espresso covered, chocolate covered espresso beans. And they're saying it's
covered
delicious.
Chocolate beans.
You know what I mean. I'm trying to find her comment while trying to remember what she had said, and I hope it's a she now that I'm saying that.
What else?
Dark chocolate espresso beans. There you go, Lisa.
Heck yeah.
Found it.
Okay, so before we move on,
I think it's time for the giveaway.
You want to?
What do you want to do first?
Well, should we move on to the next wine, or we should move on to the giveaway? Why don't we do this? Well, we're gonna have a note. You got a little bit more than I do.
But I have an extra cup. I can save it and return.
I think.
I'm not dumping it.
I think it's a no dump Wednesday.
Yeah, but I don't want to dump it down my throat either. I want to savor. I'll save it. Don't you worry. I'll go back.
Wow. We just talked up this big game.
Here for sure.
We just talked about this big game.
Michelle really got us going on this no dump Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Michelle.
I'll get to it. You want to pour for us?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let's pour for our Malbec. And Chris was talking about the last one being an older vintage. This is even older. This is 2018.
One more vintage.
And we actually just put several of our older vintage wines onto the website. We did a taste through of older vintage wines. And Kelsey, our director of education, and a few others kind of ranks like what is tasting beautifully right now, what is ready for our fans to encounter again, because these were all released when they 2 years after they were
Sure.
harvested. Wait, they
We're-
decided that these are ready to go again.
I think 2 in the next maybe month and a half. We just got done with that tasting. We tasted over 200 wines, and we're with the goal of building an ageability chart. So, meaning we basically tasted all of our core wines through every vintage that we had of the last decade, and we're trying to build a big drinkability chart. And again, big shout out to our friends over at Tawas Creek, because they gave me this idea. I'm a wine club member there too, and they gave me this really cool vintage chart of all their old vintages, so you can kind of like go through and see, hey, what do I need to be thinking about drinking in the next year or two, and then like what is drink or hold, meaning that, oh, I don't have to like be in a hurry to drink this in the next 24 months. And I think that I think I've said it on these virtual tastings before, but one of the funnest things that Katharine and I do as a couple is drink wine together. And, we're always trying to learn more. We're trying to have different wine experiences. And like, look, we've been in the wine business for 20 years. We've drank a lot of wine. We've had a lot of different wine experiences, which have been just so remarkable. And I think that, while we still love drinking young wines, we also love collecting wines and then reminiscing back on them and tasting how wines continue to evolve and age in glass. We've been having so much fun as of late. We had somebody come in and basically like catalog our entire collection, which I'm not saying that it's a lot. It's way too much more than but it's in the thousands, and it's not 1,000, it's way more than that. So. But we've been drinking all these like ready to drink wines, or even some of the wines that were categorized like kind of like over the hill, and we've had so much fun. And then like going back and be like, hey, remember when we got this wine, or we bought this wine at so and so shop or whatever, and then this is the wine, we have no idea what it is, and then like going back and dialing in the region it came from and trying to learn more about it. It's just such a, I don't know, I know you feel the same way.
Yeah, I definitely do feel the same way. And I think you're trying to just get across the idea to people that collecting is
it's such a fun hobby.
Yeah, it's a fun hobby. Tell them your baseball analogy.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said that wine is baseball cards for adults that you can drink. When I was a kid, I loved baseball cards, and I would like arrange them and like get them out and put them back in, and like, different finding different ways to catalog them. But then like I could never do anything with them, right? It's like there was never it's not like it was a GI Joe.
Another day.
Right. But wine, you can be like, hey, I've been saving you for a long time, and today we're going to get to enjoy you, right?
With different people. With different meals.
Absolutely. And have a different experience. So, I just think that wine's such an amazing tool to do that. So I don't know about you, babe. What are you thinking?
Well, I really want to talk about especially the smell of this wine, but before we do, we've promised the giveaway. I think we have to do the giveaway.
Should we do a giveaway? Who wants to come do a barrel tasting for 6 people with us?
Okay, they can hear us again, so that's good. Also, got a lot of people participating. So hopefully you guys will know the answer to our trivia question.
Yes.
Shall I say it, darling?
Yes.
How many years in a row has William Chris Vineyards been on the 100 World's Best Vineyards list?
The top 100 list?
Yes. How many years
top 100
have we
list
appeared on that list? First one to answer in the comments is the winner for a 6-person barrel tasting with Chris and I.
We'll see. So, the top 100 list of world's best vineyards is an amazing, it's amazing company. I still remember where I was when I got the phone call. I had you have no idea how to.
We got a winner.
There's no application. There's no way of courting anybody. Like literally, they just call you one day and they said, yes, we had many judges come by your place without you knowing and love the wine and thought you had some of the best wine experiences, the best values. and the best quality in the world. And I was like,
Yeah, usually that kind of stuff you apply for, pay for, whatever. And this was none of those things. Just
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And what is
honestly earned.
Absolute bullshit is we have been I don't even know, 59, 60 or 63 or something like that.
So you want to give away we have a winner.
Yes, who's the winner? Eric Kessler on YouTube. Eric.
Sorry, Carrie. I saw you first on Facebook, but Eric beat you on YouTube.
Wow. Eric.
So what was the right answer? What did he say?
3 years. 3 years.
Tell
you what, I'm gonna go out on a limb because Eric lives here.
I'm laughing because Eric's wife Asha commented 3 at first. Maybe it was a typo. Because then later she said 3, or she said 2 at first, and then she said 3.
Who else is on here?
What do you mean?
Who was the second one? You said one.
Oh, Carrie. I gotta scroll back to Carrie Sampson McCravey was first correct answer.
Carrie McCravey, you get a barrel tasting as well. Yeah, so let's
do it.
Eric and Asha can definitely they live local, so they'll
maybe
line up.
Carrie does too. I don't know.
So let's absolutely line that up too. So we'll do 2 of them.
Monica said, "How should be 20." Yeah, it will be. It will be.
Thank you.
Just give us some 17 more years.
So back to where we were earlier. It's like I think it's such bullshit. We are so like what, and I gotta hand it out to Francisco and our team.
Janice is watching. Janice, we miss you.
Janice, good to see you. So back in the day, 2 years ago, like for the first year we got the world's best vineyards, the top 100 list. It was such an amazing honor. Every year it's an amazing honor. The second year, we're like, oh my gosh, we got it again. We're so incredibly grateful. Year 3, this new thing happened that I didn't anticipate with our team. When we announced it to the team, everybody, like there's probably a dozen people that like were like top 50. That's our new battle cry, top 50. I'm tired of being in the, like, it's not a fluke. Yes, we are in the top 100 of lists. That is amazing. But how do we drive to the top 50? And we started working harder. We started looking at every little aspect of our business and our customer experience and our wine quality, and kept on driving and driving and driving. We'll see what happens, guys. But I promise you, I don't know if it's this year, next year, or in 10 years, but we will be on the top 50. That is our battle cry. That is what our team is working towards. Like every day, we go to bed and wake up in the morning. And I'm like, how do we continue to break in and provide some of the most incredible wines in the world that have the most soulfulness and the most incredible wine experiences. So stay tuned, because I don't know when I don't even know if they like release them, but you just get notified one day.
One day we'll find out. When we find out, we'll tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about this Malbec.
Yes.
The nose is so drastically different from the Sangiovese. Now I'm glad I saved it. Because it is insanely different, as it should be. Different grapes, different sites.
What are you guys smelling in this, by the way? Because I get this kind of like, I get this really amazing like blue fruit characteristic, a little bit of blueberry, a little bit of plum, which is red fruit. But then I get this kind of like cherry stem.
Yeah, I get like this is probably the wrong word, but you can translate it to the correct word. I get almost a chalkiness to it.
100%.
Like a dry aspect.
But it's not dry on the palate.
No, it's not at all. But like this nose is now smokier than I thought it was.
And that's the Sangiovese.
Yeah. Aren't you glad I didn't dump it down my throat?
Well,
but the Malbec, oh darling, but this Malbec, so just drastically different, and I love it. I love them both.
And this is done by this amazing grower, Dusty Gilliam. And so big shout out to Farmhouse Vineyards. And please tell the team at Farmhouse Vineyards, I'm shouting them out. Dusty Gilliam, he's one of the vineyard managers at Farmhouse. This is not from Farmhouse, but this is actually from Gilliam Gap Vineyards. Such a cool spot in the world. This is also from Ropesville, which is if you're from Lubbock, by the way, you call it Ropes. But sorry, I said Ropes, but it's actually Ropesville. This is in Ropes, and it's about, I don't know, probably 6, 7, 8 miles off of the highway. And got just like I remember the first time when I met Dusty Gilliam and said, hey, we connected on this little vineyard. It's like a 3-acre Malbec vineyard. And I called Bill and I was like, hey, can you come look at this? Bill Blackman, or William Blackman, for those of you guys don't know. Can you come look at this site? This guy's got a really cool vineyard. I really want you to go look at it. And Bill came out there and looked at it with me. And like we were leaving, and he almost got like a little teary-eyed. And I was like, hey man, you okay? And he's like, to that pile of, it wasn't even rubble. It was like, you can kind of see where there's a little bit of a foundation of a house. It's like, that's where I grew up, right over there. I used to walk across this field. There's a general store over here.
The house he grew up in had been torn down?
Yes. Or I don't know if it had been torn down or moved or whatever.
Vision. Wow.
But yeah, it was pretty amazing. And he's like, yeah, I have some amazing memories walking right across this site. And, kudos to Bill Blackman too. If you, I would like to say that I know we do a great job here at William Chris Vineyards, but there's so many of our neighbors up and down 290 and on either side of the Pedernales River Valley that are doing or the Pedernales River Basin that are doing such a great job. There's just so many fantastic wineries across the state of Texas, and especially right here in this region. And Bill Blackman, even though he's quote unquote retired from William Chris,
never let him fully go.
Yeah, that's right. But if you haven't been out to Mason, Texas to go taste Blackman wines, he's doing such a fantastic job. He's 70 years old, 71, 70.
Let me think. It's 70.
Yeah, 70. This is William of William Chris. Such an awesome dude. Love him to death. One of my best friends in the whole world. So if you're watching out there, Bill, shout out. But definitely go check his vineyard out in Mason too. You can go taste this wine at Blackman Wines. So, man, I just want to actually just keep drinking this.
So good.
Weaver on YouTube talked about decanting this wine.
Ooh, good call out.
Decanting. We probably should have decanted.
Yes, that's a great call out.
I bet Jay was his name.
Yeah.
I bet Jay, you had a great experience with this wine decanting it.
You can 100% decant this wine, no problem.
Yeah.
I actually got a little chunk in mine because all these wines these are definitely either 100% unfiltered, or there's an old adage in the wine business, or if winemakers speak, we call it a bug catcher, which is like a 5 micron filter that will just run and it's not literally a bug catcher, there's not bugs in the wine, but it is a bug catcher, just meaning like if there's any gross amount of sediment or something like that. But what you're seeing here is like literally just the heavier proteins that have collected over 7 years in the bottle. And this wine, I mean, are you kidding me? This wine could.
This isn't done. This is not done.
This wine could hang out. Yeah, 5, 7 years, no problem. Like, it's a 7-year-old wine, an 8-year-old wine now, and it's definitely got more time. Is this 17
Still
or 18?
beautiful color. It's 18.
18, yeah. So 7-year-old wine. I think this has got 8 years left, no problem. And what a cool ride this wine is right now.
It is crazy tasting our older vintage wines, and it almost can bring me back to the day. Like sometimes we open a really old, like 2012 wine from really in the early days, and I smell it and I'm just transported back in time. Anyway, that's what wine can do for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. There's this like kind of gunpowder factor here, this little reduction.
That's what I said chalky, that's it. It's good gunpowder.
Like
you could translate my word. I knew I didn't have the right word.
You know what a black cat is?
Yes.
Yeah, a little firecracker. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not a little popper.
What are those little popper things?
Those are the little wussy things you give to little kids.
The
black cat is like, it's like a 9-year-old's, best day. You get a 200 or a 500 pack of black cats.
I was happy with my little.
Yeah, you don't throw them. You have to light each one of them, or it's the one that are in a big line. It's like Home Alone. He lights the big.
Oh yeah.
So sorry.
All right. Well, I like my little throwdowns, but that's the nose I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's almost it's smoky, but this is like barbecue smoky with the Sangiovese, where this is
Yeah, it's got that reductive strength, that soulfulness. And I don't know of those of you guys watching right now, because we are going to drink 4 bottles of wine in one night. No, I'm just kidding. We're not really going to do that.
Not tonight.
Not tonight, but we're going to get close. But what's so cool is this wine is like evolved in the glass, right? And I'm be interested to know of those of you guys who decanted it, is it continuing to evolve in the glass? Because this wine is like totally different from when you opened it an hour ago to what it is now. And how fantastic is that, right?
Michelle asked a question. I don't know if we really have time, but she said, how can you tell how much time a wine has left? That's a complicated question to answer.
It is a complicated question, but I'll try to answer it in the shortest amount of time possible so we can get on to the next wine. But when you take a sip of that wine, right now, I'm not getting any dryingness on the back of my palate. I'm getting all this beautiful fruit and texture. If this is my tongue, i.e. my palate, I'm getting all of this on the mid palate, right? I'm getting this freshness. I'm getting really fresh and ripe acidity. I'm getting these really great flavor components on my mid palate, and I'm not getting all of this on the finish. I'm getting a beautiful finish, but I'm not getting dryness on the back of my throat, right? And that when I feel that tannin, that tonicity on my mid palate, it tells me that this wine has got some longevity to it. It tells me this wine's got some age to it, by the way, too, because it's not all at the beginning of my palate. But when I drink this wine, I go, this wine is really fun. This wine is an awesome ride. This wine's got 5 to 7 years left. And I would be very, very happy if I popped this bottle of wine for a special occasion or Tuesday night or Wednesday night and got to enjoy it with my best friend. It'd be pretty awesome. So
Steve says, the way you know is buy 20 bottles, drink one every year, and when they start getting worse, throw the rest out.
Wow. Well, that's one way to do it. Yes, that is a way. That is a way. Maybe not the way.
I like your palate way
yes.
better.
Yeah. Well, as somebody who has definitely bought 20 bottles before and had to chunk a few. Okay.
Okay.
Let's keep on moving.
The new star of the show.
Yes,
Rose
Thorn Seed.
Seed.
Thank you, my
Do
dear.
you want me to pour it in this glass or a fresh
Oh,
glass?
here, I'll get a fresh glass. There's no. Okay, Rose Thorn Seed.
There's a lot with this one. What should we start with? Oh, let's start with Chef.
Oh, Benny. Chef Benny made us an amazing taco. And everybody got out there. I hope you made, I want to know if you made the taco.
Comment.
Please comment and shoot a picture. This is Chef Benny, the man, the myth, the legend.
I'm going to put it here. So
okay, gotcha.
I'm going to garnish it.
Move it right here. Move it right
Put
here.
it right back.
Awesome.
I don't want to lose that food. I'm not doing
So again, we're pouring the Rose Thorn Seed here. This brand new release from September. Guys, we had the best time in September release parties, did we not?
Yeah.
It was so much fun. Okay, we've got a picture.
You gotta dress them up.
Chef,
I'm going to grab that for y'all.
Oh, Benny's from Marble Falls, guys. Y'all didn't know this, but he's never been on
Texas.
Odessa.
Originally.
Yeah.
Get it right.
I live in Marble now.
By way of Marble Falls. He's never been on TV, but today is the day. So what do we have here, Chef?
So right here we have some roasted pumpkin keynotes, and it would be like paprika, cumin, some brown sugar, some chili powder. I got the inspiration because I did a version of this, but on bao buns for our September release party.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the second time I've done a release party, and the vegetarian option was the hit.
I think you got a little something.
It's
Don't tell your friends from
I don't know what's
Odessa
going on.
that.
Because I'm expecting brisket or something to be the star, and everybody's like, no, the veggie was so good. So I took a plate of the butternut squash and changed it to pumpkin since we're in October. And then what I'm going to do is hit it with a little crema.
It looks naked, Chef. You made this one for me earlier today, and
You got a
enjoyed it.
pre-sample of this.
Yes.
So a little crema.
What is crema?
So
For all the folks
it's
that out there
it's
that aren't from Odessa.
basically a Mexican style sour cream. Just it's a little lighter. It doesn't have the sourness, the acid as like a normal sour cream would.
Yeah.
It's more of a neutral type of flavor.
Oh man.
So we're going to hit it with a little cojita.
Yes, please.
And then we got some beautiful micro cilantro that we get down the road from farm to table.
Oh man, that looks so
You
good.
make it look so pretty too.
Oh, and it's simple little dish. Very heavy on the spices for the pumpkin,
Mhm.
and then just a little simplicity to finish it off.
Cool. Let's take a
Oh
bite.
my gosh.
And
Yes.
did anybody out there make these, by the way?
Let's see. Someone said their sister-in-law or somebody was supposed to do it. Sister-in-law, but she didn't. So
You're gonna have to rethink that. Rethink that.
Is that paprika?
Paprika is like the #1 main spice in this dish.
Good. I can pick that up, Alicia. That's so fantastic.
Absolutely, and it goes so well with the rose thorn seed. It's
Mm.
such a beautiful wine and special wine to pair it with.
I feel like the corn tortilla hits it perfectly. The cilantro, the crema.
A little
Wow.
better than the flour that you tried earlier, huh?
Man, I agree. I think the corn
True.
is a little bit.
It gives it that different flavor complex. in
I
there.
agree, 100%.
Oh
Wow.
man. I did not take a steak for TV bite that first bite. It was too big.
Yeah.
But it's so
Well, I was
good.
hungry, man. I was hungry.
I'm taking the small
I've been
bite.
starving y'all.
Hey,
So
guys, before I forget, while we're chomping down on this,
Mm.
if you guys haven't been to High Texas and done the chef's table, Chef Benny has been knocking it out of the park for year after year. We changed that chef's table experience, which is basically like it's 4 to 5 dishes that are paired with some new releases, some library releases, but it's such a beautiful experience. And the amount of time that Chef spends on this with our team, really digging in, making sure that we have a seasonal quarterly release is incredible. And the quality
It does change every quarter. And he
Mhm.
works.
so
Today- yeah,
today
is
it
the new one.
changed.
Texas Wine Month, it changed today, which I haven't done the new
He
one.
works with
Nope.
Tony typically, right?
Yes, I do.
Winemaker
Tony and also
Make it
Kelsey,
right.
our education director. We all work very closely together on this. We did this one a little different this year or this round. Usually I'll make some food and then we just find some good wines to go with it. This time, Anthony, our CEO, was like, I'm going to give you the wines first and then want you to come up with the food second. And that's how we rolled this one. It went pretty well. We ended up doing a pumpkin soup that it's a hit. It's kind of one of my favorite dishes I've done so far. And then we're going to finish. Our next course is a side-by-side rabbit and axis ragu on top of some sauteed gnocchi. The other courses I'm going to just kind of leave alone. They're kind of special and surprise when y'all get
surprise,
around. So
Gotta come check it out.
gotta come check it out.
It's a really great experience. It's a private experience. It's you could book it 7 days a week, but really it's just available Thursday through Sunday. If you have a special group coming in, of course, we can get it ready. But it will be running through until Christmas.
So January 1st.
Yeah, so definitely make a point to come see Chef Benny.
So
I know we got a couple of dinners in between now and then, so
a couple.
yeah. God
And a
bless you,
release
man.
party.
Thank you. This is
Thanks, y'all.
fantastic. I love it so much.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Excellent.
Done or-
Oh no,
No,
don't touch
it's
it. Don't touch it.
snacking.
Don't touch it
Hey.
unless you want to get your hand.
No way.
Absolutely
take
not.
that either,
I need
yeah.
my hand.
Yeah. Okay, so let's dig into Rose Thorn Seed, guys. You might be asking, why the hell would anybody name a wine Rose Thorn Seed? What kind of a name is that? Fair question. So essentially, it was over 10 years ago. We were on a family ski trip, and it was one of our winemakers. Actually, before we even were involved in business with that winery, it's Brad Bucklew, who's the winemaker for Lost Straw. Big shout out to Bradley. He basically we were all hanging out in the pickup, and he said, we were driving back from the ski hill, and he's like, told us about Rose Thorn Seed. He's like, yeah, do you guys want to do this? And we're like, what is Rose Thorn Seed? We had no idea. And he said, well, it's something that was really important in my family. We talked about we all talk about our rose, which is the best part of our day, our thorn, the worst part of our day, and our seed, something that we learned today. And again, it's the rose, the best part of our day, the thorn, the worst part of our day, and the seed, something that we learned. And if you have this bottle and for some reason did not remember exactly what I just said, you can turn around on the back and read the directions, which our kids helped write, by the way, which I think is really interesting. And so this wine came from really a place of love. We were sitting, a year ago on the back porch. It had been a long harvest season. We were talking about kind of decade in review, and this lady right here has been a Lionheart my whole life, and she has been the rock of our business and the rock of our family, and I'm really grateful for you. And we're just kind of reviewing all the wonderful hardships and the wonderful journey that we've had in our life, and how lucky we are to be here growing grapes and making wine and getting to share it with people. I think it's besides having children, it's one of the most amazing things that I've ever been able to be a part of. And I think Katharine would agree is, we get to be a part of people's best days, their worst days, and sharing a bottle of wine or our wine is like such an honor, and then we talked about what's the next decade look like? Like, what are we going to focus on? How are we going to continue to make the world a better place? Because we were in it. How are we going to positively impact the world? And so we thought about building action-based wines, and how can we build brands around action-based wines? And so this wine is just that. Do you want to share a little bit more about that?
Well, I guess, do you want me to just explain what it means?
Yes.
What the call to action is?
Or maybe give them some pro tips while I take another bite of my taco.
Yeah, so Rose Thorn Seed is, Chris used to call it a game, but it's way more than a game. It's an experience that we hope that you will partake in anytime you open this bottle with loved ones, friends, anybody. And it's going through your rose, the best part of your day, the thorn, the worst part of your day, and the seed, the thing you can learn from during that day. And when we do it with people around the table at dinner or appetizers, whatever, we always think of who we're with and when was the last time we were with them. And that is the time period that we choose. So it doesn't have to be the rose of your day. If I haven't seen you in a month, it'll be the rose of the month. If I haven't seen you in a year, it'll be the rose of the year. So that's how you kind of can pick the time period. And then another pro tip, as Chris said, is to have a ringleader, have someone kind of in charge, because there's someone at your table that's going to want to skip their turn. They don't know, they're too shy. And they can skip it, sure, give them more time to think, but make sure you come back to them, because whether or not they really want to share their best or their worst, they have something they can share. There is something they can feel comfortable sharing, and it's really brings everyone closer together when they do.
100%. And I would invite everybody to get a little vulnerable. I mean, it's amazing when it's like a muscle, right? When you start working that muscle, it starts to build up, it gets stronger. And this practice, this conversation, this Rose Thorn Seed conversation that we've been able to have time and time again at our dinner table and at my family, like my broader family's dinner table, and our family and friends dinner table, has made the world a better place. No questions asked. And I think that there's such an opportunity for all of us to, especially as younger generations are on these daggone phones and all this other stuff, there's such an opportunity to say, let's slow down, let's stop, let's have a bottle of wine, let's talk about where it comes from. And I want to know how you're doing. I want to know about what the best part of your day was. I want to know, something that's troubling you. I want to know the worst part of your day. And when you don't let people get off the hook, I think there's some remarkability there that is really incredible. And I think that there's such an opportunity for us to get kind of the best out of each other by being a little bit more vulnerable.
Yeah. we did Rose Thorn Seed, as we always do, with a group of friends last week, and we had tears. We had lots of laughter. We had
That's true.
we
I forgot
went
about
deep.
that. Yeah.
and who would have known? I mean, it can, depending on who you're playing with, it could be a quick around the table, you're done in 30 minutes. But I think when we did it last week with our friends, and it was 5 couples, I think we took a good 2.5 hours. We just, everything someone said, we dug into it, and
But we also
it was
wondered
amazing.
conversation
Oh,
again. You
sure.
have
One thing leads to another.
we had a
Just
3-hour dinner, and
yes.
it was so much fun. We had such a great time, and it doesn't mean that that's all you're talking about, but
No.
again, like it leads to so many beautiful things. I mean, how many times are we guilty of like you finish, hey, how are you? Good. Where's your next vacation? Oh, I'm going to Florida. Oh, good.
How are
good.
your kids?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like
Me
your
too.
kids when you ask them like, how was school? Fine. So anyways, I think, and I want to hear your feedback too. I want to hear from you guys as you build this conversation, build this practice, because I think this could be something that continues to pay it forward across from multi-generations. I think that multi-dinner tables, I think that it could pay it forward to many bar rooms. There's such an opportunity to do this, and it can be a quick check-in. It could be as long or short as you need it. So don't be daunted by it. It's a really fun thing to do, and I highly, highly, highly invite you to do this. So, all right.
One thing we didn't even talk about, the wine itself.
Yes.
In case you don't have it in front of you, or you do and you're just curious, this is
By the way, this wine is
55%.
badass.
Yeah. Other than delicious, it's primarily Mourvedre, but also has Petit Syrah. It has Cab. It has Petit Verdot. It has Carignan.
This is from La Pradera
fruit-driven,
Vineyards.
Delicious.
Yes, this wine is from La Pradera Vineyards and Family Vineyards and Alta Loma. It's like literally all these vineyards they don't quite share a fence line, but it's like right next door to each other. They're all within spitting distance of each other, and this is what Southern Terry County tastes like. I think it's such a remarkable place to grow grapes. Big shout out to all the families that work really hard out there. But this wine, fresh, aromatic, you can lay this down. It's delicious today. You can lay this down for the next 6, 7, 8 years. And this is going to be a new staple here at William Chris. We're going to start building this program to continue to evolve and grow and all be Terry County fruit, which I think is really remarkable and really phenomenal. So, all right, before we finish up and go to our giveaway, and by the way, if there's any questions on that, are you following all those questions?
Well,
do we have
yes.
anything from the
I think it's funny that during our Rose, Thorn, and Seed conversation, your sister and my mom both joined, and they're probably like, oh yeah, I know all about Rose, Thorn, and Seed.
Yes,
because we do it at all the tables. Yeah, Alana said some of the greatest conversations happen around wine, and we couldn't agree more.
It's the elixir of togetherness.
But I don't think we've had any real questions.
Cool.
Yeah. But if you do have questions, you guys,
please,
now is the time.
Please do. All right, before
Kristen said that I'm your rose.
She's a pretty smoking hot rose.
Good job, Kristen. Your sister just LOL'd.
Boys, before we finish up, can we grab that thing out of the fridge that we were talking about earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so before we give away the last barrel tasting with Katharine and I for 6 people, private barrel tasting that we're going to have a really great time.
I'm just excited as you potential winners, because that means I'll get to do 3 barrel tastings soon.
Heck yeah. We got some announcements to do before we get to that. I know that big shout out to Benny, our chef, who's done an amazing job, made these incredible tacos.
Yeah, I gotta have another bite.
Yeah, please do. We've had Hey, it's been so great to be back in the saddle with you,
This is
babe.
fun.
Yeah.
We used to have a blast with it. And then, the world moved on.
There was such a pressure to
Why do
do
we have
one
to?
a week or one every 2 weeks or whatever it was
It
for
was a
so long.
pressure. You said earlier, I don't know, we didn't know what we were doing, but we did know what we were doing. We knew we were trying to save this business. And we
Mhm.
did. Like, these virtual tastings are what kept us alive during COVID. So it's nice not to feel that kind of pressure anymore,
Mhm.
but we do miss this.
Yeah, it's been
It's
fun.
fun.
It's been a really great time. So guys, some things to remember. Again, we have 8 tickets or 6 tickets left maybe for that Hotel Emma dinner this Saturday.
Come join us.
Friday.
Friday
This
night.
Friday. Saturday,
Thank
I'm going to
you.
be somewhere different. I'm going to be in Fort Worth on Saturday at the
You're going to Fort Worth for Saturday, Sunday. I don't know when the event is. I think it's
Crescent.
Saturday night.
The Crescent is Friday or Saturday night in Fort Worth. We're going to be in San Antonio at Hotel Emma, which is a lights out hotel. If you're not going to be there, I highly recommend it. Guys, if you're in the doghouse, please get a suite at the Emma, and you will not be in the doghouse anymore,
Wow.
man. I promise
You
you.
got to be in a big doghouse to go for the suite.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So we have those fun events coming up, guys. We have if you have loved what you've seen tonight, and I know that there's probably wine club members out there. Many of you guys that I see online, I've known you for a long time, and I love you, and I'm so grateful
Thank you.
to be a part of your life. I know there's 130 plus families that are really grateful to be honored to grow grapes, make wine, and share experience for you, or share wonderful wine experiences with all of you guys. We feel an honor to do what we do. Growing grapes and making wine and sharing it is, if you guys can name a cooler job than that, like, please. And it's not all easy. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. There's a lot of really hard days. There's really tough
This is
days.
the highlight.
Yeah. There's such a beauty to it. And we know that almost all of our families are so grateful each and every day to share a piece of our world with our fans. Like, that is what every person on our team lives for. That's why they're at William Chris. That's why we do what we do each and every night. So we're just touched that you guys are here with us. A couple of years ago, we've been making wine for a sparkling wine for a very long time. And a couple of years ago, I was sitting in the pickup with our little girls, our growing girls, and Jeannie was probably 10 or 11, and she had just started to taste sparkling wine, and she had started like Pet Nat. It's our sparkling rosé, and we've been making that for a long time. It's kind of like hippie champagne, and she asked me, Daddy, why don't we make traditional method? Or she didn't say traditional. I think she said champagne. Or
She said, why don't we make sparkling wine with the big cork? Or she said
the big
something,
cork. Yeah,
the
something
big
cute.
cork. She said something like that about the topper.
And I was like, oh my gosh, like making wine the traditional method, because again, we make Pet Nat method. Making wine with the traditional method is really, really hard. It's really expensive, and to make a secondary fermentation. I was like trying to explain to her this whole entire process, of how the champagne cork and freezing the neck and all this other things, and explaining that to 11-year-old is challenging. And then TC, she's 11 now, but that was 3 or 4 years ago. She's like, Daddy, you always tell us that if something's really, really hard, it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. And I was like, God dang it. You are so...
These kids.
Yes. And so it kind of put me I ate a little crow. I took a little heed for my own lesson, or my own recommendation. And we started embarking on making traditional method sparkling wines. And in order to say thank you to my girls, we named it Rebecca Caroline, which is June Rebecca's and Tess Caroline's middle names. And this has been a 3-4 year journey to make this wine, and our first wines are going to be released in December of this year. So those of you guys out there are still watching, you can absolutely become part of the Rebecca Caroline story, which I think is going to be. Oh, there's a QR code,
QR
on
code
the
on
screen.
the screen. So now is your opportunity.
For sure, you guys
Or
can
Click
jump
it,
on.
save it on another screen, and then come back to us.
Yeah.
Sign up later.
But you guys can jump on and become part of the Rebecca Caroline story, which I think is going to be a long one, because Seth Urbanik, our winemaker, our sparkling winemaker, is doing such a great job. He decided to embark on this journey with us many moons ago, and I'm so excited to start to release the very first allocation here in December. And also, you're going to taste this collab wine called Dark Sky, which is pretty awesome.
Should we enjoy some?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sorry, that wasn't in your package.
So there's lots of cool things coming out.
We're so excited. It wasn't in the package. We weren't supposed to taste it, and I said, "No, if we're going to talk about it, I want to taste some."
Yeah.
I already know what it tastes like, but I love it.
So before we talk about or pose the very last trivia question, guys, we have our next wine club release in what, a month?
Yeah, now that it's
It's the
October,
November.
it's
Yeah,
a month.
it's the
Mhm.
November
Yep.
release. We just had September. We have nothing to release in October, sadly. But in November,
But
we're going to release our Enchanté.
which
Probably
you are almost, I hope all of you viewers are familiar with it. If you're not,
Enchanté is one of
Now's
the
the
most
time.
famous wines coming
This is
out of Texas
one of our
ever.
flagship wines.
And we just found out a couple weeks ago that it just scored 97 points with the Cantor
Wow.
magazine, which is like the gold standard in.
The vintage
Uh,
is going to be in this release. Got 97 points.
Yes, we've
This is
got several very high scores before, but it's typically off of a dadgum wine that we haven't even sold yet, that we sold 2 years ago. We have none
no
left.
more left. Yeah.
And it's interesting when we're talking about, are we going to raise the price because we got a good score? And I was like, no, this is a reward for our wine club members. Our wine club members get the very best of what we do. They get the first release, and it's not released to anybody else, and it goes to them first, and they get first pick. So that, sadly, the public is probably not going to get to try this wine, which is okay, because we only made so much, and it's going out to our wine club.
Yeah. If you're
And-
watching and you're not a wine club member, we would love to have you in the club, and you can get it.
Absolutely. But who cares? Like, if you're a wine club member, order as much as you want,
Yeah.
because go get it before it's all
Take advantage.
all gone, because this is a super special wine from a super special vintage. And like right now it is tied well with a couple of our other wines. I think there's maybe only one or two other 97s in Texas ever. I don't think there's a 98. So
I can't think of one, but
you're
I'm
talking
sure
about the
there's
best of
one.
the
I don't
best of the
know.
best in the world, and some of the best wines. It's 100% the best wine in Texas, but you're talking about one of the best wines in the world. So congratulations to all of our wine club members who are going to get that and appreciate that and enjoy that wine in their regular release. But also, pro tip, you guys are on tonight. Go get some more before it sells out, because I doubt it makes the release. I think it's going to get wrapped up and still up pretty quick. What other announcements am I missing here, guys? I know we've covered a lot here tonight. Frederick.
yeah.
That's a great call out. Thank you. Also, big shout out. You guys can't see him, but we got Dylan and Evan and Erica was here earlier. We've got an amazing marketing team. If you guys like our Facebook and emails, if you guys hate that we send you, 72 emails.
We don't do that. We don't do that. 72 emails?
Yeah. We're sending less
team
emails.
has changed the old way.
But our marketing team, guys, is really great.
Mhm.
They're also our makeshift film team, which is amazing. So big shout out to our team here. So,
Yep.
Come over. October is coming up, guys. That's a
You
big.
didn't talk about the food and wine festival.
Oh, Fredericksburg Food and Wine. Yeah, because you're getting me drunk over here. You're making me drink sparkling
Me?
wine. It's a no dump Wednesday.
I still have a little bit of that Sangiovese. You see it's dwindling.
Let's go. Okay. So 3 last things before we give away this pack. One, shipping. Dang it, I lost my
You
voice.
didn't do your food and wine festival.
Yes. Okay. I just had this note right here, and I'm looking at my notes
We have
here.
so many papers.
Can you help
Thank
me?
you,
You're
Tina.
not throwing me a lifeline right here.
The Fredericksburg
Oh.
Food and Wine Festival is coming up in October.
October
We are one of
25th.
the major sponsors. It's amazing. Chris will be at, I think, every single event. I'll be at half of them. And last year was the first year under the revamped leadership, and it was amazing.
Yeah, it
If
really
you
was.
went 10 years ago and you were like,
If you went 4
Come
years
again.
ago. Yeah.
come again, it was amazing last year. It's going to be even better this year.
October
We can't wait.
21st to 25th. It's a week long, but the real event is on the, there's a lot of really small, really cool events that whole week leading up to it that you can enjoy, but you can still do the grand tasting. Those are easy tickets to get. October 25th.
Yes.
Which will
there
be-
are a lot of things that are sold out. It's sold out, but there's general admission for grand taste or the grand. Is it grand? Is that what
Yes,
they're calling it?
grand tasting.
And lots of the other events leading up to the big event are still available.
There's still tickets available on Friday for the barrel auction,
Yes.
which I think is going to be really cool. It's
We'll be
going to
there.
be actually at a Blinks or a Slate Theory
Mhm.
down in the cave, which would be really cool. So
We're
if you
going to
wanna
the
make a week-
barbecue dinner on Thursday
Yeah,
night.
at
That's
Becker.
still available.
Sure.
It's going to be delicious and exciting.
So there's a and we're wrapping up the teepee and we're bringing it to Market Plots, Fredericksburg. Let's go! So it's gonna be a good time. So
I couldn't believe that Fredericksburg, city, let us do this.
we don't know. We're not asking permission.
Oh,
Yeah, why don't we tone that down a little bit?
they're not watching.
Mhm.
They're not watching.
Okay, so did I just read this? This is bullshit. Okay.
Are you looking at the specials now?
Yes. Okay.
Just for
So
you
Rose
guys.
Thorn Seed. Who here liked Rose Thorn Seed? There's a 6-pack for $2.95.
What?
That is ridiculous.
Oh, that really is it.
Well, I did not come up with that number. They just put this on this note, so we're gonna have some conversations later.
I think that ends at midnight.
No, it's 48 hours is what they
Oh.
wrote. So okay,
Just kidding.
enjoy. You can buy this wine for $336 shipping included, a 6-pack. You can also get $2.95 for a 6-pack, and then a case for $4.50 delivered to your door. You can also ship Rose Thorn and Seed to your family, your friends, which is amazing. And last but not least, the barrel tasting for $6.
Dun, dun.
What question? What's the trivia question?
I think we should do this question. Can
You do it. No, you do it.
Okay. How many Texas wineries, or should I say vineyards, have been on the world's best vineyards list?
The top 100 list of the world's best vineyards
How many Texas vineyards have been on there?
on the top 100 list
Put
of the
your
world's best vineyards.
answer- Yeah, put your answer in the comments. How many different
Let's see if
vineyards have
Quick
been there?
Draw McGraw can get after it again.
Yeah, and I can't call it because I can only see one outlet. Dylan is watching all the outlets.
And I'm drinking bubbles.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. Everyone loves that the TP is going to be at the festival. And somebody said, is there a golden ticket for a cruise? For the cruise.
God,
don't
you guys
know
are
this
amazing, by the way.
conversation.
We have, man, the cruise things are going so well. Like, thank you guys for all you guys
Yeah, all
think
you
of
that are going on the cruises with us, we
Yeah.
are having a time of our life. Can't wait for the next one and the next one and the next one.
If you know, you know.
Fisher Coke.
Fisher Coke on
Man,
YouTube.
those YouTube people are getting it. I
Do-
love it.
Erica,
What was
can
the
you
answer?
the answer is what? There's no other wineries, just us. 800 and something permits in the state of Texas,
Yes.
and there's been no other winery on the top 100 list. Guys, from the bottom of my heart, Katharine and I
Yeah.
so love doing this. So appreciate all of you guys. And by the way, kudos, babe. Like, it is super fun, but also super challenging to literally just jump on and have the guts to go do all this stuff that we do. And I'm just grateful that you guys are sharing the evening with us tonight, because it's been a lot of fun. And babe, I love you so much. And thank you for being with me and loving me and helping us make all this amazing wine and be able to share this with our fans, because you mean the world to me. And I love you very much. So
Very sweet.
all right. Cheers, guys.
Hey, gotta look in the eyeballs.
Oh, sorry.
For that.
Oh, sorry. Cheers. Cheers, guys. We're grateful for you. And on behalf of 130 families, or 128, I think is what the official count is today. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you mean to Texas wine. You're making a difference, and we're really grateful for you.
Cheers.